I am actually at a live event. And that is the neat thing about NowSite. NowSite, you can take it with you anywhere. You can take it on your app. You can take it on the computer. And that's why we build these businesses, right? We build these businesses so we can be anywhere where we want to be and be able to have the kinds of life that we want to have, right? So, first of all, why are we doing this meeting? Well, what this call is about is in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how NowSite helps you with posting on social media, even if you don't know what to say, generating leads so you always have new people to talk to, and closing sales so you can grow your business faster. So let's get going. There's 3 steps that we do, and the first one is social media engagement. And the problem we're going to solve for is I don't know what to post. Most network marketers don't post consistently because they don't know what to say. Their leaders are posting all the time, but they don't know where to start. So we're going to go ahead and show you how this will work to help you. And it is the one click. Oh, goodness. It's not letting me. Give me 1 second. I am actually missing the opening ceremony. I was hoping that somebody was going to be able to cover me today, but unfortunately that wasn't the case, and that's okay. We're going to get this amazing onboarding done. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen here. Whoops, there goes my AirPod. And I am going to go right here and we'll hit this, and here we go. All right, so the one-click social media post is the surprise me post. The surprise me post will allow you to go ahead and have a great post quickly and easily. And so here it is. Ever wrapped yourself up in a cozy book like a warm hug for the soul? Atomic Habits always reminds me that teeny steps lead to big changes. What book has inspired your journey the most? Share below, and let's swap some life-changing reads. Now, of course, you can post on any of these platforms up above, and each time you choose one, it is rewritten for that post. You can also change the images. To post, you're just going to hit get started and post. And then when you post like this, it will simply come over, and you will be able to come over here, put the photo in that it downloaded just like this, super quick and easy. And then we will go ahead and put that in there as well. And then we hit next, and then that is done. So very easy. What are your results? The results are 92% of new users will post in their first 7 days. More posting and more engagement means more people noticing you and your business, and it's guaranteed to double engagement in 30 days or your money back. So step 2 is lead generation. And the problem is that we're solving for is I don't know how to generate leads. Posting's great, but what's next? How do you take that engagement and turn it into leads? How do you make the business post to get people to raise their hand and say, I'm interested? Well, the solution is AI generated business posts and compliance. And I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of that one as well. So let's reshare my screen again. And we'll go ahead and hit that, and we will hit share. And now we're going to go hit generate leads. When we do that, we're going to go ahead and drop a business or product. We'll grab one of our ones that we have right here, which is send out cards. And then I like the quick post here because new people many times don't know what to post. And so we'll just have our business or product and then hit generate. When we hit generate, we're going to go ahead and hit this. The AI will generate and make a terrific business post for us. Ever felt like life is a whirlwind of tapping screens and forgotten birthdays? At Send Out Cards, we turn those digital blurs into heartfelt moments. Whether it thank you or just say hi, experience the power of connection that truly resonates. Who knew a card could be a superhero? And then we've got this beautiful picture that goes right there as well. Now, the next thing that we want to do is just hit this compliance check, because the compliance check is going to allow us to make sure that our business post is compliant. If you came in through a team or a network marketing company, it will already have the team approved things in the business profile, including the FTC and compliance safe and your unique rep number. If not, you'll just hit that compliance post and then you'll just update as suggested. It's perfect. Now we hit get started again and post. And of course, we're going to come over here. We will put that in there and we will go ahead and upload our photo. And then we have our photo right here. And here we go. And then we just hit next. And then we have a terrific post yet again. So what are the results? The results are you will have more engaging posts. You are also going to have more professional, highly converting posts and confidence in posting without fear of compliance issues. Okay, now you're posting and people are engaging and you're generating leads. How do you turn those into actual sales? That's where step 3 comes in, closing sales. And the problem we're solving for is I don't know how to close sales. You have interest in people, but how do you move them forward? What do you say next? And how do you guide the conversation? This is where social lead and NowSite Nav comes in. And so we're going to go ahead and do a screenshot and upload one of our screenshots from our amazing Facebook people that we're working with. And when we do this, we turn leads into sales. We just upload the screenshot that we took from any social media platform. We'll take this one right here. Let's do this one right here. And when I do that, we're going to go ahead and select a business profile. We've been working with send out cards today. Let's go ahead and add the contact here. When we do that, this is what will end up happening. I'm going to show you how this will work right over here because that takes a little bit to upload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to West. And when we look at it from the screenshot by itself, it's going to give us the email, the phone number, all of this amazing information, the sales plan, the enhanced info, and the personality analysis. And with the personality analysis, we're going to know exactly how to talk to somebody and what they're like. So this person's energetic, adaptable, and casual. They tend to be inventive and prefer long, thoughtful conversations with a natural tendency. So with selling to them, we need to keep the conversation very lighthearted and funny. So when we're ready to go ahead and reach out to this person, each step will be taken care of by the nav. So this one says personal outreach is the first step. So we would, with that step, and once we complete it, we tell the nav and it makes the check mark and tells us each next step. So if it was the personal outreach one, we would click like this. It would prepare the contact. And as soon as it does, then we can start a conversation. And we could say, write me a message to Wes, starting a conversation around health and wellness, period. I want to see if he is a fit for my product or business. Then I just hit generate. When I do that, I can send that message directly to him quickly and easily. I can come over here to copy to clipboard. Once I have that, if that button comes up, you can always just copy from hand as well. Once that is completed, I'm just going to come over here to the nav and I will come over here to send out cards. And I will go ahead and get Wes's information and then I will update it here. So his last name's Wyatt. I do like to copy and paste that in. And so I'm going to hit get started. When I do, I will ask it to go ahead and update him. So I'll say update Wes Wyatt. I sent him a message starting a conversation around health and wellness, trying to see if he is a fit for the product or business. Then I will hit send. Once I do that, it will update his contact information and I'll get that check mark. And then it will tell me the next step of what to do. So the great thing is I tell the nav what I did and what the outcome was. And then it tells me what the next step is each and every time. So what are the results? The results are I will never wonder what to say next again. I'll have more confidence in closing sales and more sales with less stress. So how do you get started? So if you came in through a network marketing company or a team leader who put everything together with you, for you, you will go ahead and go back to them to get your login information. If you came in on your own or you're referred here by somebody else, you'll just go back to them to get the unique link to be able to go ahead and sign up. So with that, I don't know why that is pinned. That's bizarre. Huh. I don't know why that's bizarre. Okay. So how do you do this? So last and final thoughts that we want to cover. Sorry, somebody was just trying to talk to me here. Your team leader's already set up the system for you if you came in through a network marketing company. If not, very easy to make your business profile. There's no experience needed. The AI handles the hardest part. It's one-click social media lead generation and closing sales, and it's guaranteed to double engagement in 30 days or your money back. All right. So let's go ahead and look and see in the chat if there's any questions today. Everybody who's been here before, looks like you've all been here before, so I think everybody's good. Edwina, did you have a question?
I have a couple. Let me go to my phone. I have 3. Okay, you mentioned I'll go for what you just said most recently. And I want to make sure that I got this right. You said this is when you're doing the part about you're in nav and you're talking to the person and you're writing down. You tell nav what you did, the person's response, and then nav tells you the next step.
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. That I got that correct. Okay, then the next thing is when you're starting out, how do you select? So in other words, I want to ramp up now. That's what where I want to focus. Do you select people from your contact list and start nabbing those people? I mean, I'm looking for like a plan. Would that be something you would do? So in other words, you have all these contacts, you're ready to start.
Actually, the way I would start is where you're working on social media and people who are commenting on your posts, the people that you're starting conversations with, those are the ones I would be doing the nav with. Okay. You can do it from your own contact list, but this is about starting new conversations. So it's people, you make a post, people comment on your post. I would put them in the nav and start working with them to try to get them over to your product or business because they're already showing that they're interested.
Okay, so go with the interested people versus making a list of, okay, right. Perfect. Okay, then my next question is, I'll do a post just like you did. And now we can have a call to action, and I have a call to action. What I get is likes, likes or love. I'm looking for a way to respond to those likes and love to turn those into a conversation going from Messenger. So what are some suggestions on things that you can say? You like my post, but I want them to answer the question, and they don't, but they like it. So how do I go from liking the question?
So when somebody, so if you don't have a question at the end of your post, the likelihood of them saying a comment and not just liking it is really big. So put a question at every post that starts engagement.
I'm saying I have a question. That's what I'm saying. I have a question. In other words, what do you think? What would you use, tea or coffee? I have a question, but they go like.
How about if I do this? Are you going to be here on Monday?
Yes, I'll do my best. Yes.
Why don't I do this? Why don't I do a review of your social media? And then I can actually dive in a little bit and give you some really great questions, because to try to do it on the fly right now at this event that I'm at would probably be a little difficult. But why don't you let me look at your social media over the weekend, and I'd be happy at the end of the event or end of this to actually go through and tell you a couple of things that I would do personally.
No rush. Whenever you get around to it, I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Because I think it'd be, I could give you generic things, but if I could take time to actually look at your profile, I could give you some really good stuff that'll actually make some shifts.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Enjoy your project.
Have a wonderful day. If you guys are in Salt Lake at all, please reach out to me so I can have coffee with you. If not, I will be back Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. And Edwina, I'm already friends with you on Facebook, so I'll take a look over your whole social media. And then on Monday, let's go through a couple parts and actually look and see what changes you can make there.
Sounds good. Thank you. God bless. Have a great one.
God bless. Have a great day, everybody. Love you all. Bye, everyone.